distance between two vectors. I can barely remember how to find the circumference of a circle. I got a D on my last math test. But I heard that numbers are ubiquitous in the natural world, that Fibonacci has woven his way through every living thing, that the number 1.618 continues to spin its golden thread through every fiber of our beings. I found patterns in an orchid petal, and I traced them with my fingertip. And I found that our fingerprints are very similar. I found parallel lines on either side of my nose when I smiled in the mirror, and the same ones when I frowned, and when I raised my eyebrows, and when I scrunched up my face. I didn't do my math homework last night, but the numbers in my fingertips still find their place along the sloped bridge of my nose, and the curve of my lips, the placement of stars in the sky, parallels that of the freckles on my arm. I watched the water on a windy day, and found the same choppy waves in my bedhead. My math grade says I don't know what I'm talking about, but evidence dating back to 25 BC suggests that my body is a living sequence of complex ratios so daunting that the human race has collectively decided to mask it behind itchy sweaters and knee-length skirts, so intimidating that our schools tend to pass it up for imaginary numbers and derivatives and the probability of consecutively picking 7 blue marbles out of a jar of 1,000, including 10 other colors without replacement. Don't get me wrong. I still do my best in math. I study hard for tests I've already accepted I'm going to fail. I try not to copy homework answers out of the back of my book, but I've got a long way to go. I can calculate the area of a square. I can determine the amount of time it will take a train to get from one destination to another, yet I cannot forge the sequence of events that got me here, in front of you, that taught my feet to go upstairs, that allow my lips to curve upward or downward, that taught my hands to type and doodle and trace and drum on a desk. I tried to develop a brain for math so I could answer my own questions, so I could measure the amount of courage it would take to step outside of equations, but that didn't seem to add up. I'm still trying to find the code for a genuine smile, or what operation will derive tears from laughter. I can't formulate a long and happy relationship. I can't even add up the courage to say hi to someone I like. Maybe it's because I got a score of 2 out of 16 on my last math test. Maybe it's because I still can't find the length of an arc. Maybe it's because somewhere along the line, I stopped listening to the numbers in my lips and my toes and my eyelashes and the tip of my tongue, but I just can't figure out how everyone else does it. The numbers in my teeth and my ears and the curve of my wrist do not lie, but they speak in a language that is foreign to me. The whisper of my hair against my ears is still cryptic, but plain English is hard enough most days. Math is ubiquitous in the natural world, but I've never been a numbers girl.